Hi Conley Clan fam! We are back with another month of our grocery haul. This will be our monthly Walmart order and our first week of the month HEB order. I am ordering for our Texas house. We are still in Texas, but I have been feeling a little off my game lately. Now, that is not easy when you are shopping for a large family, but stick around and see what we got. It is time for our first week of Aldi order. Here it is, and we have been eating out of our pantry for the last week and a half. So I am doing some simpler meals this time so I can restock my pantry a little bit. So you will see that. We're going to start here with dinners. We are doing, and I had this requested by a kid, mashed potatoes. So I got really large box of mashed potatoes with the gravy. So this is cream of chicken soup we use for gravy. I got 3 cans of that. And then I've got some chicken breasts, some tenders. I put those in the crock pot. I usually buy frozen, but the fresh was a little bit cheaper this time, and so I went ahead and got the fresh. So we will have mashed potatoes and gravy with chicken. That is really good. It is one of the kids' favorites. We're also going to do spaghetti, and the kids anyways, like their spaghetti really simple, just pasta and sauce. So I've got 3 bags of the spaghetti noodles, and I've got 3 jars of the spaghetti sauce. Sometimes we can go with using just 2, and sometimes we need 3. So I always get an extra one just in case. And then if we don't use it, we can leave that in the pantry as a backup, which is always nice too. Next, Emma requested that we make our homemade pizza. We love making homemade pizza. It is so good. If you have never made your own homemade pizza, you really should try it because it is way, way better than buying it from the store. I even think it's a little bit better than buying it from a restaurant. So we have our large bag of mozzarella cheese. That, of course, goes for all 3 of the pizzas that we make. And then we make our own sauce. So I got tomato paste, 1 can, and 1 can of the garlic and olive oil tomatoes, diced tomatoes. And usually just making it with those 2 cans is plenty for 3 pizzas. Now, we do a combo pizza because Sean, I, Emma, and I'm surprised, but even a couple of the other kids like the combo pizza. So we use a little bit of green pepper. We like to use these sliced olives, and we will put pepperoni on that. So I've got 2 bags of pepperoni. We actually still have a little bit of pepperoni left over from the last time we made pizza, so that we could use that up too. It is so good, guys. Really, you should try it if you haven't. It is delicious. Then moving on over here, we have butter garlic noodles. So I've got 1, 2, 3 bags of the penne noodles. And really it's that simple. It is the penne noodles with some butter, and then I use some either garlic powder and salt or just some garlic salt. And the kids love it. Like, it's so simple and the kids just love it. And so we are doing that for a dinner. Actually, I usually have somebody request that too. So I think somebody may have done that this time. I get a lot of requests, which I love because then it makes it easier for me on what to make. I had a request from Sean. He is in love with the Mexican pizzas that we've been making. And so we got 2 cans of the refried beans. I actually have some tortillas in the cupboard still. So this is just a bag of 10, but we did run to the store and grab a bag of 50 because we were running out. And so I have some in the cupboard for the Mexican pizzas. It takes 1 pound of ground beef. You mix that with the refried beans. One thing I miss though is enchilada sauce. So I'm gonna have to grab some enchilada sauce, but that's easy enough. And then we put a little taco seasoning in the meat, and it is yummy. And Sean, oh my gosh, he just loves them. He has asked me to make them multiple times. So that is a new one for us. That is something new that we made, and he just really loves that. So that is nice when you have somebody that really falls in love with one of your meals, and bonus because the kids like it. Then we have a baked potato bar. Usually I buy 2 bags of 5-pound potatoes. This time I accidentally bought 2 bags of 8-pound potatoes, but I know we will eat them because a lot of times Sean and I will have them for lunch and things like that. So I also bought 2 cans of chili, and I also have a can still in the pantry of the nacho cheese, and so we like to do chili cheese potatoes. We do down here a little bit farther, I have some bacon bits for salad. Kids like doing that. We can use sour cream on them. The kids just love a variety of things. Some of the kids even eat barbecue on them, which I think is gross, but they love it. So that's what matters. Then we have this meal here, which is Frito taco casserole. And so you have the ground beef again, so 1 pound of that. You mix it with the refried beans. So I got 2 more cans of refried beans. This taco seasoning, I actually have about 5 of these in my pantry. So I will use one of those for this meal. You mix that with the hamburger, of course. And you use the cheddar cheese on the top and melt that in the oven. Oh my gosh. It is a new favorite meal. It is something new for us. I found it on Pinterest. And so everybody loves it. Everybody said that they just loved it. So, and then you put the Fritos on top of that. So I got 1 bag of Fritos. That goes over the top. And it is so good. And it's really super easy to make. Then chicken nuggets. Super easy night. So I got 2 bags of the chicken nuggets. We will do that with French fries. The kids love having French fries. And so I've got a bag of just the seasoned, kind of the regular kind. And then I got 2 bags of the seasoned waffle fries. I thought the kids would love that. We haven't had waffle fries in a really long time. And I thought that they would just like having something different. So I grabbed those when I saw them. Then here is our lunches. So first, we are going to have Lunchables. This is one of the kids' favorites too. So I bought 2 boxes of they're kind of like Ritz crackers. And then I grabbed a bunch of lunch meat. We're not only going to have Lunchables, but one of the days we're going to have sandwiches too. So I grabbed enough lunch meat to have both. So I've got rotisserie seasoned chicken, which we've never had that, but that sounded really good. I got 2 packages of the smoked turkey breast. I really love the smoked meat. That is my favorite, so I try to buy that if I can. And then I've got 1, 2, 3 packages of the smoked ham. So that should be enough to get us through the Lunchables and a day of sandwiches. Now I only bought 1 kind of cheese, and that was, we call this the cheap cheese, and we have a lot of kids that love this. I thought about making grilled cheese sandwiches with this, so we can do that. That will also go with some of the Lunchables, but I bought so much cheese the last time I shopped that I have a lot of cheese still left, and I was surprised because we go through cheese really fast usually, but I have plenty to cover those meals. So I'm just going to use what I have in my refrigerator. Then I've got hot dog buns. So I've got 16 here and another 8 here, and that will go to make meatball subs. So I had a viewer that mentioned cutting these in half, and actually when we buy the ones from Aldi, they're like small meatballs. And so we usually just put them in a row in the hot dog buns. But the ones from H-E-B are huge, and they really do have to be cut in half. And so that actually helps us stretch this meal too. So we're having meatball subs for a lunch. And then I don't know if we're going to have this for a lunch or if I'm just going to use this to restock my pantry. I'm thinking maybe just restock my pantry. But if we need to, we can use this for a lunch. So I've got 6 boxes of the macaroni and cheese. This is Isabella's favorite. And the other kids like it, but she loves it. And then to have something healthy for lunch, we've got salads. So I've got 3 of the iceberg lettuces, and then also I got a big bag of the bacon bits. We love having those on our salad, and also for our baked potato bar we use that, so that's why I got a big bag. Over here for another lunch, and again, I'm not sure if I'm going to use this for a lunch or if I'm just going to use it to restock my pantry. I like having things in my pantry that don't go bad, so when we go back and forth between houses, I have this stuff here and available for us, because sometimes we need things, and it's hard to go grocery shopping immediately, but they don't go bad, so I don't have to worry about that, because we always have to eat what's in our fridge before we leave. So I've got 2 boxes. That makes 12 of the ramen noodle cups. They are all chicken. They don't have very many flavors at H-E-B, so I usually just get the chicken. I've got 6 loaves of bread. We have been going through bread like crazy. It is cheap. It makes a lot of meals. And so we will use that for the sandwiches. And also we will use that for toast. So if you remember, I have regular sandwiches with lunch meat. I have grilled cheese sandwiches. And also we will use that for toast in the morning with our breakfast, because next is breakfast. So I have 4 of the 18 pack of eggs. We go through a lot of eggs in the morning, especially with 12 of us. And our chickens have finally started laying more eggs. I'm excited about that. They just really, it takes them about a month after the move. So we are fine, and we will hopefully be getting eggs from them more often so we can buy less from the store, but that is just in case we need those. One of the things that we will have with the toast and the eggs is the sausage. So I got sausage patties, and this will be to make a couple different, we can use this for 2 different meals, and so a lot of times that's just a nice extra to have. The kids really enjoy having the sausage with their eggs in the morning. And then Rosie, she asked me if there was any way she could make Pop-Tarts. And usually Emma makes them, and I said, yes, of course. So she is going to try her hand at making Pop-Tarts. So I thought apple jelly, because usually we use the strawberry jam, and we make strawberry Pop-Tarts. But wouldn't apple cinnamon be yummy? Ooh, I think apple cinnamon Pop-Tarts sound really good. So I thought we would try that, and that will be fun. And then also I've got an extra peanut butter and jelly. I like keeping those in the pantry just in case we need something for an extra lunch someday, or like I said, when we come here from in between Omaha and here, it's nice to have these kind of things in the cupboard. We are also going to have oats, and look at, I finally did it, guys. I finally got the right size. And so we will have that for 2 meals. 1 container of this is 2 meals for our family. And Emma was really missing her apples and cinnamon oatmeal that she usually gets in the individual packages. And we are trying to be healthier, so we're buying just the oats like this. So I bought her a Granny Smith apple. We have cinnamon and sugar in the cupboard, and I'm going to see if I can make her some apple cinnamon oatmeal that she likes. The rest of the kids, they love brown sugar and cinnamon in theirs, and that is their absolute favorite. And that is all the rest of the kids like it that way. Bagels. So I tried getting 2 bags, plain and blueberry. They were out of blueberry, so I just got the plain this time. But this is something different. We haven't had bagels since we've been here. The kids do like them. It actually, if you didn't know, it is a good sensory item. So if your child likes sensory input, chewing on something hard like bagels, where they have to actually chew a lot, is a good sensory input item. Next, we are going to make strawberry muffins. So Rosie also asked me if she could make these. And we have a couple different kinds of muffins we're going to make. Emma made they were kind of like a coffee cake crumb muffin, and she asked me if she could make those again. We already have most of the stuff to make that, so I didn't have to really buy much of anything. But Rosie wanted to make a muffin, and so I said, well, how about we try strawberry muffins? And so we are going to try strawberry muffins. So I got 2 packages of strawberries for that. The corn, wrong size, they're tiny, so hopefully that will feed us for a side for a meal, but usually we get 4 big cans, and so I might have to buy some extra of that when I am in town. But I don't know how I keep doing that. It's so hard for me to shop at a different store, because at Aldi everything is already in my list, and I don't have to even think about it. I just buy it because I know that's what I got last time. With H-E-B, there's 2 brands I like buying, the H-E-B brand and the Hill Country brand. Those are the cheaper of the 2. Those are 2 that are cheaper than the rest of everything else. And so going back and forth between those 2 brands, I forget what I got the last time, because it's not saving anything in my favorites. And so anyways, so I will have to buy a couple more cans of those small corn. Then I've got 4 bags, 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of the chips. We like having those in the evenings. The kids love it. Actually, we go through at least 1 bag of chips, I swear, every evening because they love having that with some chips and dip while they're waiting for their dinner. Then we have snacks, and normally we were making our snacks, and I have just decided right now it is just way easier to buy them. And so I am doing that instead. So I've got saltine crackers. I've got the cheese crackers back there. I've got some of these butter crackers. Those are Lily's favorite. And then I've got 2 boxes of the apple breakfast bars. I got some peanut butter, 1 box of the peanut butter chocolate chip granola bars. I've got 2 large boxes of the chocolate chip granola bars. Those are everybody's favorite, so that's why I buy more of those. We got oyster crackers. I got 2 bags of oyster crackers here. We make a ranch cracker with those, and I had somebody ask me about doing that, as well as making the ranch pretzels, which are kind of like the Dots pretzels. And so we're going to do both of those for a snack also. I did grab some oranges. I got 1 bag of oranges. They're just getting so expensive. I really wish I could get 2, but I don't know about spending $15 on 2 bags of oranges. So I got 1 bag for now. I did get 3 bags of apples though, and they were out. So I didn't get them. If I would have known that, I would have went ahead and got another bag of these. But we love apples. The kids eat them a lot. And so we are really going to be missing those. So I might have to check at another store and see if I can get those. Then I've got the powdered sugar. This is for some of our baking. The brown sugar, this is for baking, and also our oatmeal. I've got dressings because we were just about out. Jade requested her honey mustard. I've got a ranch and a French. And then I've got some cooking oil, so vegetable oil and canola oil. I know different recipes call for different kinds, and so I just went ahead and got them both. I've got the salsa for our chips. The kids love this, and I think Sean really likes this kind too now. I've got butter, so I've got 2 of the 4 packs of unsalted butter. That's for our baking. There is a couple recipes that call for the cocoa powder, and so we have I think it's our muffins, and then Emma really wants to make the homemade pudding again. We did that one time, made homemade pudding, and the kids really, really liked that. It took a lot of cocoa powder and a lot of sugar, but it was really good. So we might make that also for a snack. And then I've got vanilla extract. I buy 1 of those every time I go shopping because we use it a lot in our baking. I've got these little mini things here. So these are really tiny. They are pizza sauce though, and I bought these as a backup because even though we're going to home make our own, I thought if I could keep this in our pantry just in case, because there have been times where I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot to buy the pizza sauce or the stuff to make the pizza sauce, and we don't have it in the cupboard, and then I'm like, oh, we can't make pizza. So I am just going to keep those in the pantry for a just in case. I've got an extra butter. The last time we bought butter, we bought a smaller one, and so I bought the family size, so that should last us probably until we leave. I've got a big bag of sugar here, a 4-pound bag. I did buy a 5-pound bag of flour, but they were out of it at H-E-B. So I went ahead and got it from Walmart instead. I've got baby wipes back here. We were just about out. So I got the 3-pack of baby wipes. 2 boxes of rice. This is not for anything in particular. It is just something that we occasionally will use, and it's nice to have that in the pantry. So I'm going to just keep that in our pantry. I've got the canola oil spray. Normally we use olive oil spray, but they were out, so they substituted for the canola oil instead. Tall kitchen bags. We were out of the white ones. We were on to using the black ones we had, but I like these white ones a little bit better because they have the ties on them, so I bought those. And last, I got the milk. This will go to make the pudding if we decide to make that. We have some recipes that call for milk. I already have one in the fridge still that we haven't used, but I was thinking that it might be expired. So I got a backup just in case. And then down here on the floor where we always put our toilet paper and paper towels. So I've got some of the toilet paper that will go in one bathroom, and I've got the paper towels, and we seem to go through about one of those a week, but we use it for cleaning windows and wiping up spills and all kinds of things while we're here. And this right here, I was super surprised, but very happy for our first week of September. HEB, $342.69. Here is our Walmart order for our Texas house for the month of September. So we're going to start right here. I got laundry detergent. We were starting to run out, and so I needed some more. We do want clean clothes, guys, although we have been hanging them out on the line on the days it's not raining here, which has been nice. I got soap. Okay. I normally buy a lot of these little ones, and I did get this one for our sink, like our kitchen sink, because I really like this smell. But I don't know why I wasn't doing this before, and I'm sure some of you guys wondered that same thing. But I got refills to just refill up our bottles so we don't have to keep buying so much plastic. So I got the coconut water and mango, and I got the spring water, which I really like that smell. So we are just going to fill up those bottles. So that I will have to do that when we get to Omaha as well. I got some wax paper for baking. Sometimes it calls for that in our recipes. And I wanted to make sure I had some on hand because I didn't have any. I've got training pants. We are potty training, or at least trying anyways. I don't push it. It seems to go better that way for all of us. So I got 2 bags of the training pants, and I got a big box of diapers because we still use those at night and sometimes even during the day if we're having a little bit of a rough day. I bought animal crackers. Now, Charlie eyed these right away, and she was like, oh, can I have those for snack? And so we will break into these really soon. I got 2 bags of the animal crackers. The kids love those, and those won't last very long. I've got a big 12-pack of Monster energy drinks because I have been drinking them again. And I'll tell you what. Aldi had raised their prices, and HEB was similar to theirs, but now HEB has raised their prices on those. So I just got them from Walmart in a case because I think they're a little bit cheaper that way. Now, a few items here I got that I just wanted to keep in the cupboard on hand. I don't know if we'll use them right away. I don't even know if we'll use them this trip. But I do have recipes that call for them because I have bought them in Omaha. But I know I have a lot of Pinterest recipes, so I'm sure we'll come across one that needs this. I got the buttermilk, cultured buttermilk. I've been told to put that in the fridge after I open it, so I will do that. I've got the just unsalted butter. I like to buy it from both stores sometimes, so I just got this as an extra. I got 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk. I've got 2 cans of the evaporated milk, and I've got a box of the non-fat dry milk. Now, I believe this is for making ranch seasoning, like our own ranch seasoning, and so we will probably do that. It's been a little hard here because I have like nothing in the cupboards as far as homemaking things, and I'm having to just buy things as I go, and I don't really want to buy everything at once. So hopefully we'll get more on track with homemade things maybe the next time we come here. We haven't been doing terrible, just I'd like to do a little bit better. Then I want to keep this stuff in the pantry because we emptied our pantry, and I just want to make sure we have things in there. So I've got 4 of the Chester Cheetah mac and cheese. I know sometimes the kids like having that. Now this stuff we've tried getting away from. I don't even buy it in Omaha anymore, but we still have some like in our pantry. So I want to make sure that we have this stuff in our pantry. I've got 2 cans of ravioli. I've got 4 of the microwave mac and cheese meals, and I bought 4 cans of the mac and cheese like can stuff. Now these actually taste different from each other, so that's why I usually buy both. I've got an onion. I have a recipe that calls for that. I thought I ordered that from HEB, but apparently it ended up in my Walmart order. So I also got ramen. I ordered beef, and they must have substituted the hot and spicy shrimp for hot and spicy beef because our kids are not super fans of the hot and spicy shrimp, but at least we'll just keep them in the pantry in case. And then I got 12 of the hot and spicy chicken. So I've got 6 and 6, and then I've got 12 down here. And then I also got regular chicken, so there's actually 6 of the regular chicken flavor too. I've got ranch seasoning here. This goes in one of our recipes. This is actually for our Dots pretzels that we're going to use. I do have a box of this in the pantry too. We like making dressing out of this for like our veggies, and I also use it on my salads. I've got some writing icing, and this is actually because we are going to be making our neighbors, our very, very nice neighbors who do a lot for us, we're going to be making them some cakes. And so the girls asked if I could get this because they would like to make the cakes and they wanted to write on them. So we got that. I've got some brown sugar and cinnamon. This is cream cheese. That's for our bagels that we got from H-E-B. So the kids really like the brown sugar and cinnamon kind. I've got 2 boxes of the cheesy popcorn. We love popcorn. Most of the kids love the cheese popcorn and will eat it every day until it's gone if I have it. So I did get 2 boxes because occasionally I do like to have a bag. I got flour. The H-E-B was all out of the flour. I knew that, and so I went ahead and got one from Walmart. The kids have been begging me for this stuff. Okay, it is popcorn seasoning. So I forgot to get regular popcorn, but I'm going to have to do that because I've got the sour cream and onion, the white cheddar, and the cheesy jalapeno. Now, they're going to love, I think, all 3 of those, but it's funny because they have been asking me for weeks to get that, and I finally remembered. And then I've got a garlic salt because we had one up there in our cupboard, but a lot of our seasonings that were above our stove got hard, and I don't know if it's the steam that's coming up through there. I may have to move those. Then I've got straws. I told you Sean likes using these, so I've got 2 packs of those. And then on to our bathroom items. I've got this shampoo, which we call the special shampoo. We have a couple kids that need that. I've got 2 conditioners. I've got 1 Ocean Breeze, 1 Tropical Coconut. Those are, all this stuff will probably be backups because we have some in the cupboard, but I do love keeping backups. I've got the shampoo for Sean. He really likes this kind. I've got Q-tips. These will be a backup because we still have some. Razors, we still have some again, so that will be a backup. My face wash. I like using this, and actually Emma and Sean both use it now too. They like that. I've got the Suave back here, Moroccan oil infusion. This is just because occasionally they do not have this kind of body soap, and so I will just get this. So this will go in the pantry or in the bathroom cupboards as a backup. I have this one now too, and so we will make sure we have enough soap. This kind right here, the shea butter and brown sugar caress, we usually buy the pomegranate. They did not have any, but they have been all out of this entire kind for a very long time. And so I went ahead and got 2 bottles so that way we have a backup on that here. And even in the Omaha stores, it has been out for a long time. And so I was glad to see that they had that. I've got deodorants because we don't want to be stinky. And a lot of the kids actually are starting to have to wear deodorant. It's crazy that they're getting that old. But I needed a backup for that, and so I went ahead and grabbed that. We needed some toothpaste because I'll tell you what, we've been going through a lot of toothpaste. A lot of kids means a lot of toothpaste. So I got the Value 3-pack. But if you watched our dentist video that we had where we took all 10 kids, well, we have 11 in the house, but Logan didn't go. So we took 10 kids to the dentist and only 1 kid had a cavity. So I'm glad the kids are brushing their teeth well. And then I've got 2 Pronamels. This is what Sean and I use. And we were pretty much out of this. And so I went ahead and grabbed 1 and then a backup. This is what our little kids use. And I do have some in the cupboard. So again, a backup. And then I got 2 of these because somehow the same thing happened to me in Omaha. I completely ran out. So I have 1 to use for the month. And this is a double, a shampoo conditioner, and then I've got 1 to use as a backup. So hopefully we will stick with our backups. I've got allergy relief because Sean, actually he took this when he wasn't feeling well, but John takes this. He takes this daily. I've got some razor blades for Emma's razor. I've got some bag balm because we like to use this on diaper rashes. Christian has terrible, terrible diaper rashes. Logan has not had any yet. Cross my fingers and knock on wood because Christian's were just horrible, horrible. And he still, to this day, occasionally gets really bad diaper rashes. And I think that it's he just has very sensitive skin. So I got some ibuprofen. I actually wanted the bigger ones, but they were completely out of the bigger ones. So I got 2 of the smaller bottles. some Neosporin because we tend to go through this a lot in a house, especially when you live on a farm, I feel like. I've got my makeup. This is my cover up I use, and I am looking for something new, but right now there's just too much going on. I don't feel like switching, so I am sticking with this for now, but I would like to get something a little bit better in the future. I've got the floor cleaner, but let me tell you, I don't have a wood floor, so this was in my list of stuff like that I normally buy, and I don't normally buy that kind. I normally get the all-purpose one, so I don't know where this came from, but hopefully it works just as well. I got some Clorox wipes back there because we use those for cleaning bathrooms and kitchens and all kinds of things. We got magnesium citrate. We have been going through this. Sean likes to take it. It helps the kids who are constipated. And also, on a side note, a couple things that our psychiatrist told us that it helps with is it helps with sleeping. So we have totally ditched melatonin. We haven't taken melatonin in a very long time. But the magnesium actually helps the kids fall asleep if they're having trouble. Also, she told me that if a kid has ADHD, that this is what they used to give kids when they had ADHD before they came out with like all the name brand stuff out there that kids take. So we have our kids take this, not all of them, but some of them, if they have problems with constipation, if they have problems sleeping at night, and even our kids that have ADHD, and they can take this with their ADHD meds, and it actually gives it just a little extra boost, I feel like, and helps out. I have noticed a big difference in Gavin. Not necessarily with his focus, he has huge trouble focusing, but with his hyperactivity, it really helps with that. Then we've got 2 bottles of our vitamin C. We take this all the time to keep us healthy. If we feel like we're catching a cold, we feel like we're getting sick, we immediately start taking the vitamin C, and we almost never get sick. Now, we did have something go through the house the other day, but we are all better, and I'll tell you what, I think the vitamin C helps so we don't get overly sick. I've got some soap here, some dish soap. This is a new kind. It's pomegranate. I have never smelled this kind, but I'm hoping it smells good. It looks kind of cool because it's pink, and normally we have blue and green. So I just thought that would be kind of fun. I know that probably sounds goofy, but I just thought it looked kind of cool. And I got this feeding pan. Now, we have something similar to this that we use for Zoe's water, and I wanted to use this for her food, so that way they're matching and they're black and they kind of match with everything, and we have black and white kitchens, and so I just thought that this would be nice to have in the house for her because we have dog bowls out in the kids' room where the other dogs are, and she just needed something. Now, this right here and these next couple items are not going in my total because they are not really part of my grocery budget. I just thought it'd be fun to show you guys. So this is not going in there. I've got 2 cake pans here that we got because we are going to be making the neighbors the cakes. And this is not in my total either, but we didn't have any round ones. We only had rectangle ones. So we got some round ones. And then last, my eyelash curler. Mine, it was getting really bad. God, it was horrible. I haven't even had it that long. And it was the edges were starting to pinch me. And so that was not fun. That's not fun curling your eyelashes anyways, but then when it pinches you, that's really not fun. So I got this one, and hopefully this one is a little bit better. It had a lot of stars on it, so that's what I'm hoping. Now I have 2 items down here. Oops, and my paper towels are upside down. I have toilet paper and paper towels. I know I bought it from the other store too, but I find that if I buy them from Walmart as well once a month, that we just kind of never run out, and we always have it in the cupboards, and it just makes it really actually kind of nice. So I always buy it from Walmart as well. Guys, I almost did it again. Here is our big bag of dog food. Oh, and there's Zoe. And this is also part of our Walmart order. So this here, minus these couple items here on the end, the total for my Walmart for the month of September was $473.85. All right, so that is our monthly Walmart order and our first week of HEB order, and the total for those two is $816.54. I feel like I'm pretty on track for the month. This is about where I normally am at this time, but you are going to have to stick around and catch our end of the month grocery haul to find out where we are at total. Now, I am doing things a little bit different to make sure I stay in budget, like doing simpler meals, but then still being able to buy things to stock up our pantry, which is nice. Now, we ate out of our pantry a lot last month. We saved a ton of money. So if you haven't caught that video, I will link it here at the end of this video. Make sure you catch that, and make sure to come back for our end of the month grocery haul to see where we are at in our budget.